Avalanche is quickly becoming a major hub for blockchain gaming, with some really exciting and impressive Web3 titles building on its fast and low-cost network. Whether you're into FPS action, strategy, or open-world adventures, there's something for everyone. And in this video, we're counting down the top 5 Avalanche games that you need to keep on your radar. From high-stakes extraction shooters to competitive battle arenas, these games are bringing next-level gameplay, ownership, and earning potential to players. First up, we've got Shrapnel, the high-stakes action shooter that's gearing up for a major release in 2025. This free-to-play, always-on game lets players drop into the action at any time. Right now, the devs are currently focused on fine-tuning a new team-based mode. They're adding fresh features and ensuring the in-game economy runs smoothly. So what's new for 2025? Well, first off, we've got the schematics and printer. Think of these as blueprints for custom in-game items. Players can create weapons and charms by paying a small amount of Shrap. And some early supporters already have their hands on these, and you can participate in buying and selling them on the secondary marketplace. They also have the recycle depot, so if they're skins you're not currently using, you can trade them in for something else. And the more skins you recycle, the better your reward will be. Then we have operators. Here Shrapnel introduces unique characters with special abilities. These will be available for purchase on the marketplace, and if you're an extraction pack holder, you can redeem an operator as a reward. And operator NFT holders will also be given another operator as an airdrop. And then finally, as for the community-made insignias, they aren't currently in the game, but the devs are trying to come up with a way to keep things fun and engaging for the community so those insignias can one day be brought into the game. And the biggest thing the devs are focusing on that, they don't want to randomly throw in some insignias, they're focused on actually giving them some in-game utility. So with Shrapnel heading more towards launch, they are winding down their early access. Extraction packs are no longer for sale, but those who already own one will get exclusive rewards. Shrapnel pits players against each other in the zone, where they fight over who can reach and extract the various valuable resources found around the area. Prior to entering the zone, you'll be able to kit out your operator with necessary equipment, weapons, and a loadout to complete the extraction. And as long as you make sure to survive your way through that match, that loot becomes yours. Next up, if you're a fan of monster catching RPGs, then AVAX's next game, Spellborne, might just be your favorite. This free-to-play MMORPG is a mix of that nostalgic pixel art with an immersive world where players can catch wild monsters, complete quests, farm, fish, and even build their own land. Currently, you can play directly in your browser, and very soon they aim to bring it to Android and iOS. Everyone starts with the same beginner monster, and players get a randomized starter, making it a unique adventure from the start. In Spellborne, your gameplay revolves around taming, training, and battling monsters. And in the game, you will encounter wild monsters, hunters, and rival teams. Using a sync crystal, you can capture wild monsters, while battling hunters and team helps train your squad for tougher fights ahead. And for this one, it's important to study your monster's moves. You want to make sure you're picking the right ones in battle to ensure your victory. And for those looking for bigger risks and rewards, you can actually send your monsters on adventures, but be careful. These expeditions demand health and stamina management, and if things go wrong, your monster could be lost permanently. Then, apart from this, Spellborne also has farming and fishing. You can grow crops like berries, which can be used to craft scents that attract or repel certain monsters. Fishing is also more than just catching fish. It's a way to find hidden items, including seeds, crafting material, and even rare crystals. And then one of Spellborne's standout features is allowing players to own land. And with their easy-to-use drag-and-drop editor, you can create the space that you want, and you can even host events. And these homes help provide a free health boost to your monsters over time, acting as an alternative to buying health packs. And if you want, you can also rent out these areas to other players in the game where they can rest their monsters, and you can earn a little bit of rent. And as for recent updates, we have the PvP leagues. These features have brought Spellbound to even more heights, where now you can do monster breeding, where you can combine different abilities to make a new monster. For competitive players, PvP Leagues Era 3 is in full swing. Climb the rank leaderboard, earn ELO points, and push to level 37 for exclusive rewards. Next up, we have Pulsar, and this is where players take control of colonization units and set up bases on planet WR12, a world full of valuable resources. And the most important resource is Pulsar, which everyone wants to get their hands on. But you'll meet danger everywhere alien creatures roam the planet, and rival players are fighting for control. To survive, players must explore underground dungeons, form alliances, and develop strong armies to protect your land. What's cool about Pulsar is it combines real-time strategy with massive player online gameplay. You will command armies, build structures, and gather resources while competing with others. Everything from buildings to resources can be owned, traded, or sold. Land is a big part of Pulsar. There are 4 types, each with unique features like resource levels, security, and rarity. Some lands are packed with pulsar, but then others might just have rare minerals. Then in terms of mining for resources, you can either do it yourself or you can hire a commander to do it for you, and they will take a portion of those resources they've mined. And a perk for landowners, anytime someone mines on your land, you get a certain percentage in a tax that goes back to you. So in this one, to survive and expand, you need to build structures and create powerful units. Buildings produce new units, upgrading existing ones, and refine material. And then at full launch, you're going to be using refineries to turn those raw materials into tokens. Combat units are just as important. Players start with spider tanks, basic combat units that can be upgraded, and as they progress, they unlock new drones, siege tanks, and transport vehicles to help them in battle. One of the most powerful assets in the game is the mothership, and this controls how many buildings and units a player can control. And what's really cool about this one is Pulsar is currently in beta, and it's available to play on both Mac and PC, and you don't need to own any NFTs or anything like that. And if you want to get some Pulsar tokens for yourself, you can get them on Dexalot and Pharaoh Exchange. This will play an important role in Pulsar's ecosystem, powering in-game transactions, upgrades, and marketplace trading. For players, this means new opportunities to earn, trade, and invest in the game's economy. Whether you're mining resources, crafting NFTs, or battling, Pulsar will be at the heart of it all. At number 4, we have Heroes of Citadel, which is an auto-battler RPG built on Avalanche. This game is part of the Funjible gaming platform and lets players assemble and train a team of heroes with unique skills and abilities. Offering both single-player and multiplayer experience, the gameplay revolves around strategy, hero progression, and engaging in battle. There is a PvE campaign mode where player battles are automatic. This is where you need to apply strategy, choosing the right team formation, synergy, and upgrades are key to success. Then for those that enjoy more of that multiplayer competition, they have the PvP arena. In this mode, you can test your squad against other players, climb leaderboards, and earn rewards. This mode requires really strategic thinking, as different heroes have specific strengths and weaknesses, so as you're battling opponents, you want to make sure you take advantage. A major part of this game is also collecting and upgrading heroes. Each hero has its own unique abilities, stats, and roles, and you can strengthen your heroes by leveling up, enhancing abilities, and unlocking new traits. Some of the notable heroes include Vastron, Meridia, and Astrid, with playstyles that match your unique blend on the battlefield. Then in terms of earning yourself some rewards, you can do so by winning PvP matches in the arena. You can also do daily and weekly challenges, and participating in special events for special rewards. And since it's part of Funjible, it uses Tico as its main token. The token can be used for in-game transactions, upgrades, and trading assets within the game's economy. And the demo version of Heroes of Citadel is currently playable, so make sure you head over to Funjible and check it out. And our final title is a battle royale that smashed on the scenes last year and already has millions of players. Off the Grid is breaking barriers as the first blockchain-powered battle royale to attract a mainstream audience. And if you were watching some of your favorite YouTubers like Ninja, you probably would have seen this going all across YouTube. Developed by Funjible Games, this AAA third-person shooter drops 150 players into a high-intensity PvE and PvE survival battleground, and only the strongest make it out alive. And good news, Off the Grid is available on Xbox, PS5, and the Epic Game Store for you PC players, so pretty much anyone can join in the action. And this one is a really unique take on a battle royale / extraction, where your goal is to participate in that battle royale action. However, as you're going around stocking up your character with all the best gear, like you would in Call of Duty Warzone, you also have the opportunity to find really valuable hexes where you can then take them to an extractor, and at this point, you have the opportunity to mint a potentially really rare and valuable item. These can be things like weapons and cyber limbs, so it adds a whole other element to the game. Not only are you trying to survive and win with your team, but you also have to defend on these extractions, just making a whole nother level of fun and competition in this style of game. And as you can see, even though people like Ninja and Tim the Tatman were sponsored, they were honestly having so much fun, not only with the weapons and the playability, but the unique way of getting around the map quickly using cyber limbs and that jetpack. And to continue on with their partnerships, not only did they do exclusive Ninja skins, they also recently launched the Seth Scump Abner one, and this one comes with a Scump skin, so you can actually play as your Call of Duty hero. He also has the Bomb Bouncer Cyber Limb, a special ability that launches grenades and traps enemies. There's also the new Battle Pass, offering exclusive skins like Combat Maniac and Mad Biker. Funjible Games really is pushing the boundaries of Web3 gaming, and it was honestly one of the most fun games that we played last year. If you haven't checked this one out yet, we definitely definitely recommend you do. As you can see, Avalanche really is becoming a big name in blockchain gaming. They offer a mix of exciting games for different types of players. From strategies and RPGs to competitive shooters, these top 5 games show how Web3 can make gaming more exciting and rewarding. Not only do you get these rich gameplay experiences, at the end of the day, it's all about owning your in-game assets while you're having fun playing your favorite types of games. Now, we hope you enjoyed this top 5 Avalanche video. If you want to check out more of Web3 gaming, definitely make sure you're heading over to our website, Funjible Games. There we have founder interviews, breaking news, gaming walkthroughs, and community reviews where people like yourself get to talk about the different games with one another and see what everybody's enjoying. And if you do like following up with new games and what's happening, definitely make sure you check out our interview with Max, the founder of Neon Heroes, because there he broke down so much more than I was expecting and gave us a nice tease for the playtest coming very soon.